The Krai Song of the Welkin Moon livestream just wrapped up, and version 6.0 is looking awesome. The rewards, however, are going to be very exciting to some, particularly whales, but are probably feeling pretty underwhelming and very confusing for everyone else. So in this video, we're going to break down level 100 Masterless Stella Fortuna and the free limited 5-star constellations that are coming to the game in version 6.0. Welcome to Jello Impact, where we build and test every single character to help you decide who you want to wish for and build. The 5.8 second half banners featuring Chaska and Mualani are almost upon us. If you're planning on spending on these or any future banners, let me recommend Loot Bar. I have been personally using Loot Bar for all of my top-ups for over a year, and I have spent thousands of dollars on my account. They are 100% safe, using currency exchange to get you discounts on the crystals that you were going to buy anyways. They have tens of thousands of 5-star reviews and excellent customer service. And right now you can get the limited edition discount pack for an even bigger discount than normal to celebrate the launch of these banners. It is extremely easy to use. Just click the pack that you want, enter your UID as well as your region, press top up now, and you'll get your Genesis crystals in just a couple seconds. Officially minutes, but that only took a couple seconds. With lootbar.gg, you get up to 25% off. And if you join VIP, you get loads of free coupons, so you can save even more. New users will also be able to get a further 10% discount from clicking my link in the description, as well as an exclusive offer just for this channel with a $2 Welkin. It is partnerships like these that will allow me to continue bringing the content that I do to you, as well as support my family of 5. And as I said, I've been using them unsponsored for over a year for all of my purchases. So whether you're buying for Genshin or for any other Hoyo games, make sure to click my link to support the channel and your wallet. Thanks again to Loot Bar for sponsoring the video. All right, first things first, I am extremely excited for the region of Krai. I think overall it looks awesome. There were just a bunch of things that they added, especially in the latter third of the video, that just kind of rubbed everyone the wrong way. And so even though I'm going to be quite critical of the things that are going on here, because it's very frustrating the way they've implemented stuff, just so you know, I am really genuinely excited for Krai. There are some really good things that they added. The banners are looking quite good. The characters are looking really good. The story looks really good. Some of the quality of life looks really good, especially they're allowing us to see the 4th line of a 3-line artifact before we roll it, which is really huge, honestly. Like, that's actually massive. I really like Columbina's model. She looks amazing, and Nefer looks really good too. And by the way, we actually did get a full banner reveal, even the 4 stars on phase 1 and 2, and that'll be the next video I make. So if you're excited for that, make sure to subscribe. But things went a little bit awry when they started announcing the extra anniversary rewards. The first thing that they announced was level 100, which I think no one expected. We kind of expected this last year. There were some pre-release predictions that level 100 was coming to the game last year, and so we were somewhat expecting it last year. This year, I didn't hear anybody talking about it, but all of a sudden, with version 6.0, you can unlock level 100. The problem is, it requires you to already have Constellation 6 5 stars to get access to this feature. So most players are just straight up not going to get access to this feature, at least not for a very long time, especially new players. A new free-to-play probably will never see a level 100 character, most likely. There would be some good things about this level 100. It takes materials that don't require books and mora, which is what I predicted. If we were to get a level 100, it wouldn't require books and mora. It would just be, you know, a material. But the material that it takes is what's called a Masterless Stella Fortuna. So it says if your character constellations are maxed out, you'll receive a Masterless Star Glitter times 25 and a Masterless Stella Fortuna. If you redeem a Stella Fortuna of a character whose constellations have reached the maximum level during the event, you'll receive a Masterless Stella Fortuna. Oh, okay. So no matter what you get, as any way that you get more than a C6 of a 5-star, you'll get a Masterless Stella Fortuna, and you can redeem these You can redeem one of them to take a character from level 90 to 95, and then you can redeem 2 more to take a character from 95 to 100. As you can see, we get the base stat increase, base attack, from 822 to 859. Now, I would have waited until we have gotten some calculations on how big this level up would be. I would have waited to make this video, but the fact is, so few people are going to have access to this feature that I don't know that I'm even going to bother. I'll probably make the video eventually, but it's just because like maybe you get one, right? And you're wondering who's the one character that I should level 100, but even level 100, at least who is the one character that I'm going to 95? Because you probably won't ever get to level 100, but maybe you end up with one. I'll probably make that eventually, but as for now, it basically doesn't matter. It's basically just something that you can ignore. And I'm hearing a bunch of people say this is ruining Genshin Impact. I'm going to quit Genshin Impact. To me, that's a bit crazy. That's a massive overreaction. I don't think this changes anything. And that is the problem, is that for people who don't have access to this, it's just lame. It's just lame that it's such whale bait, that they're not even giving one. I wish they would give everyone 3 so that you could level your favorite character to 100. This is essentially just another form of constellations for a character. It's just because to think about this, right? You're getting constellations for a 5-star. This is essentially another constellation. So this ruins the game as much as Farina having a broken C6 ruins the game, aka not at all, in my opinion. I just don't see, and until I hear some reasoning as to why it ruins the game for everyone else, I don't believe it. Another big problem I have with this though is that if you say Hyperbloom gets the biggest boost to level 100, so you level 100 and you only have 3, but you level 100 your raiden, and then they release a dedicated Hyperbloom trigger. Now you've wasted them on your raiden and you don't have them for the new real dedicated Hyperbloom 5-star, because we still don't have one. So that also really rubs me the wrong way. What if you level 100 your Bennett? Because of course, Bennett's never going to be power crept. Of course, they would never release a 5-star Bennett, but then they do. And now you don't have any for the 5-star Bennett that you wish you could have level 100'd. That really rubs me the wrong way. So yeah, level 100 is a big disappointment because it would be cool to be able to earn these somehow, but they are just for whales. It's another whale toy. And I don't have a problem with whale toys. The problem is they announced it as an anniversary special reward, which framed it and didn't really give a great anniversary special reward for non-whales. That's the problem. So they did give a different anniversary reward for non-whales, but it's kind of weird. So you are going to be able to get a free limited 5-star character. Asterisk, 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 asterisk. Only the constellation. So if you don't have the character at base already, you can only get the constellation. In my opinion, this would have been completely fixed if they just could have given you one actual 5-star instead of just the constellation, because that would be much more impactful to get yourself a Nilou. Of course they wouldn't do that, but to get yourself a Nilou instead of getting a constellation for your Nilou. Okay, so how does this work? There's an event that's going to be in the Krai 6.0, and through playing the story, quests, commissions, all of that different stuff, and you're going to be able to get up to 4 Stella Fortuna, because they're going to have this event 4 times, I think they said, during the overall Krai. I think once during 6.0 and then 4 times total. So you'll get 1 Stella Fortuna per 2 versions, and you can pick the constellation for any of these characters. So it's essentially the Mondstadt, Inazuma, and Sumeru Chronicled Wish, minus Kazuha, which is another asterisk. And of course, Yelan isn't on here, which would have been great. Kazuha would have been okay. His C1's like not crazy, but it's okay. Like, would it really have killed them to give 1 actual C0 character? Would that have killed them? I'll go into more detail on this, I think, for my banner review video, or maybe I'll make a who to pick. I think I'll go into super detail on this for the standard banner selector, since it's very similar. Like, who should you pick on the standard banner selector? Because they are, again, giving away a free standard banner 5-star. But as a TLDR, just as a teaser for now, Wander has a really good C1. Shenhe's C1 is pretty good for Skirk. Not crazy, but it's pretty okay. Ayaka C1, I don't know how good Ayaka C1 is. I'll have to look into it again. Hu Tao is a very good C1 for Hu Tao enjoyers. And some of the other characters have okay constellations that are like C2. Like I think Ayaka C2 is quite good. Nilou C2 is quite good. But the thing is, here's another asterisk. You can only activate the Stella Fortuna for each of these characters one time. So you can't get yourself a C4 Wanderer, or a C4 Nilou, or a C2 Nilou and a C2 Ayaka, or a C4 Krai, or a C2 Krai. You can only get one. If you want C2 Nilou, you're gonna have to wish for it, or wait maybe until all the way next year. So a year from now, a year and a month from now, you can get a C2 Nilou if you already have a Nilou. It's just like the amount of asterisks on this is horrible. And it means you can't pick the same standard 5-star either to get multiple level 100 materials. Like say you already had a C5 Dia or a C4 Dia, and then you pick a free Dia from the standard banner selector, and then you pick her constellation. Well, you can't pick her constellation 3 more times this year. You have to wait all the way until next year to get 2 more. So this could have been a way for free-to-plays to either save up to get some Masterless Stella Fortuna so that they can start level 100ing a couple characters a year, but now it's basically not like that at all. It's just a cope C1. If you're one, I'll go over which C1s are going to be good in my who should you pick for your standard banner selector. But just as a quick note, Wander C1 is good. Shenhe C1 is solid. Hutao C1 is excellent. And I think those are like the only like good C1. Sino C1 would be good, but Sino is so bad at a baseline that it doesn't really do that much. So yeah, just the amount of asterisks. No Kazuha, can't pick them multiple times, can't get any C0 characters, no Yelan. It just hurts, man. And then this just is not useful for anyone but whales. Now for the Q&A. During the Temper to Myself event, if I obtain a new character from the exchange list, can I also acquire the Stella Fortuna through the event? Yes, you can. Will the event continue to be available? It's permanent. Periodic event with each cycle lasting 12 weeks. After the current cycle concludes, the next cycle will begin on the following Monday. Yeah. Can I obtain the same character Stella Fortuna multiple times? Each character's Stella Fortuna can only be obtained once, period. Once the current exchange period ends, then they're trying to spin it. You will obtain another character. You'll be able to obtain another character Stella Fortuna during the next event. It's not the same character, it's another character. When increasing the character's ascension level, using Masterless Stella Fortuna, do I still need to use other level up materials? No. Which characters can be ascended with Masterless Stella Fortuna? It can be used to ascend any character to a maximum of level 100. Is there a version limit for Masterless Stella Fortuna compensation? From which version does the calculation start? So this is the other thing that I forgot to mention. If you ever got any above C6 characters, then you get Masterless Stella Fortuna. So if you ever got a C7, C8, C9 character for a 5-star, you will get Masterless Stella Fortuna retroactively. So I'm going to probably end up with, I don't know, 7 of these, something like that, from my various extra Tinari and Jean wishes that I've gotten over the years. Still only have C1 Mona, but I have C10 Jean or whatever I have. So the problem for me is I'm not even properly excited about it because it's so unrelatable and it's permanent. It's like activating a con, which I only have activated for my favorites. So I could do this to Chlorand, because she's already C3, so it doesn't make it any more unrelatable. But I can't even like do this to Skirk and get excited about that because then my Skirk's testing is flawed. I can't do this to my Bennett because then all of my Bennett teams are flawed, etc., etc. So like I feel as someone who won't be activating any of this, I can feel exactly how shitty it feels to miss out on this reward because it's just not, it's like, hey, there's all these cool things coming, but we made it excessively complicated, annoying, and it's like, it would have just been, you know what would have saved it? If you could just get one limited 5-star, if you could just get a C0 Nilou or a C0, Shenhe or whatever, if you could just do that, that would have saved this whole thing, in my opinion. Or maybe if they gave 3 of these for free, that could have saved it as well. But as is, it is confusing. And both confusing and disappointing. On top of that, the new mode does not look good to me. There's no combat. You can't use your characters in it. It's only the new custom characters. So it's like just TCG with so many extra steps. I know it looks kind of cool, but it's not Genshin Impact. So I don't know why it's in Genshin Impact. And the regular stuff all looks really good. The story looks really good. The new characters look amazing. The new region looks amazing. So it's like, I'm really excited for the version and I'm really disappointed by the anniversary, which is just absolutely classic Genshin. It's just, this is all very nostalgic. I feel like we're back in Genshin 1.0 here, or the 2.0 anniversary. Very, very nostalgic time. Just to reiterate, at least we get the other stuff for free as well. So yeah, let me know how you're feeling about all of this. I'm basically really excited, but the disappointment of how they implemented these things overshadow my excitement in the current moment. But I know that when Krai comes, I'll be fine, because that's where the actual game is. So looking forward to the game, disappointed by the rewards. Classic Genshin. Let me know your thoughts. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more. If you want to see our reaction to the live stream, it is in our new podcast, Waifus and Slander. It'll be linked in the description if you want to see the full reaction and see me crash out over that disappointing section and be excited about the first half. Check it out. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be giving away both a Flynn's and a Llama on Twitch, so make sure to follow me there. And if you don't want to do any of that, that is totally fine. Just watching the video has been more than enough. Thanks so much. Bye for now.